Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining the Underground Gospel Show. We're coming to you from the Technology Engagement Center in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm actually not here right now, which is the strangest thing in the world. I'm actually recorded this one for streaming tonight. And so I hope you caught it. Let me get through the housekeeping things real quick. First off, this is a safe area. You know, you can turn it up, turn it down, listen. You don't have to listen with earphones on. We're not going to be dropping any bombs of any type whatsoever. So it's a totally clean, fun show. And there's no swearing, cussing, or trolling allowed. If you are trolling, we will ban you from doing that. And so we don't have any problem with our Discord channel. Everybody's been so good, and thank you all. If you've joined the Discord channel, we appreciate you. If you do, this is episode number, I think it's 124. Yes, it is. And if you're watching it live or recorded live, this is September 2nd. If you don't pay the $2.99, because you just want it free, and you might save that money for, let's see, what actually costs $2.99 right now. Maybe a Coke, a bottle of soda. So yeah, I mean, that's what it is. And so you get a month of me or a bottle of soda. And if you're thirsty enough, please don't buy the soda. Just go out and buy water. Get good, clear water, okay? Don't put that sugar and that caramel coloring. Why do you put that into you? So you don't need it. Anyway, so this is and if you're not, you're seeing this on about 4 weeks later, which is September 30th. So you're either seeing this on the 30th or the 31st. Not 31st, I'm sorry. You're either seeing it on October 1st or September 30th, or you're seeing it on September 2nd or September 3rd if you are a member of our Discord channel. If you like what we're doing, you can leave us or you can remember subscribe on YouTube. We're also on Twitch and on Facebook Live. And you can support what I'm doing at nightmusic.com. Did I drop that yet? I don't know if I did. Go over here, stream. Yes, it is playing at the bottom. I have scrolling across the bottom what they call a, they used to call it a bug. No, the bug is something else. This is actually a scroll. And it's not the scroll that they're talking about in the Bibles, but it's a scroll that crawls around the bottom of the frame to give you information. And so this information is important. This is my website, night-music.com. Go see it, leave a message, send me a comment, send me an email. We love getting stuff from our audience. So, I mean, it really do. And I get so many great comments, and thank you all. The people that watch consistently and the people that are a member of Discord. I probably next year will start shouting out names. I think that would be a good thing to do. But right now I don't do that. And let's see, what else am I doing here? I don't sing. Oh, if you like live show information, garments, links, all that stuff, you can find that at nightmusic.com. I shouldn't lie. Hey, I just realized how great this microphone is because I can yawn. It's like when I'm in a seminar and I'm really bored, what I'll do is I'll take my water and I'll and so, the speakers don't look and see me yawning. And I just realized that if I'm really tired, I can maybe do something like that behind the microphone. It's a little trick. Just learned a little trick. We hide things a lot. Like that. But anyway, if there's sponsorship information, if you want to sponsor us, once again, thank you for the people. I want to thank the Technology Engagement Center for letting me use their space. We want to thank the lighting people. Thank you for the technology to do this. Thank you, StreamYard, for letting me post this and host this. Basically, this one here, I host it up on StreamYard for free, and then they just mail it out to y'all. They live stream it when it's time to go, and that's really cool. And so, thank you for doing that. If you want me to come to your city or church or whatever, I would love to do that. Today's episode is a little different. If you notice, there's not a Bible verse behind me. There's something that is said, I believe. Oh man, I'm going to get this wrong. It's either 30 or 300. I'm going to say 30 times in the Bible that God says, "Fear not." It might be 300. Everybody in the Bible is constantly telling people to fear not. Whenever angels appear, they say, "Fear not." Whenever Jesus walks up to somebody, he says, "Fear not." Whenever God speaks to man, fear not. And it's just basically to calm down the fears. Okay. Now, fear is something that we have in our bodies. It's something that evolved into us as a natural. Sorry. Oh my gosh. It's something that evolved to protect us. Um, our bodies, our minds are attuned to fear. We seek it out. We seek it out for one reason. It's what has kept us alive as a species for however many thousands of years we've been here. Is because whenever we hear noise, wait, what's that? What was that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that noise? What was that? You know, fear has kept us alive. It really has. Like, you had people that wanted to take over. You had animals that wanted to eat you. You had, all these things. And if you couldn't explain it, you attributed it to a deity that was trying to harm you, you know. But even Jesus said, "Fear not." In fact, he likened fear to a toothless lion. So I'm going to tell you the whole purpose of this and the fear not was to tell you this little story because I'm a storyteller, as you know. So the story is the story of a toothless lion. So a lion, you will have one main lion. Can't think of what the main lion's called. I know he has a name, but King of the Jungle, and he's in. Do that again. He's in charge of the pride, and so all the little babies, as they're growing up, will enjoy the enjoy the protection of the male lion. Now, lions are really cool because they go for the neck. They will go for the neck of the jugular, and they'll rip the jugular, which kill people. And that's why they have the male lions have such a big, hairy neck, is to protect them from other lions getting their neck. Now, this is a funny thing too. The darker the hair is on a lion's neck, the higher up he is as far as mating ability and quality of lion is. I guess. I mean, he is. The female lions are always looking for the darker maned lion because those are the bigger and the badder and the more protective and the stronger of the lions. And so they always go after the darkest maned lion. And so you can always tell who's head of the troop because you might have 3 or 4 lions involved, but the one who's fertilizing, the one who's in charge, the one who's protecting, the one who's trying to keep from stay in his position as being the head of the pride. He's got always has the darker mane. That's always the darkest maned lion. Little trivia for you. But what happens was after fighting and after attacking and after protecting and doing all the work that they do for so long, they tend to wear down their claws. They tend to wear down the tooth, and they lose their teeth sometimes. And so that's why they called them toothless lions. Now the funny thing is when lions make a kill, the first one who eats is the protector and the head lion. Now, they sleep 20 hours a day. Most of a lion's job in a male lion is sleep. That's what he does most of the day. So he sleeps or he fights and then he eats. And that's his life, when a lion kills an antelope, the first thing that does is the male eats, and he eats his fill, and then the rest of the lions get a chance in a pecking order to eat, and the lionesses will tear apart the gazelle, tear apart whatever they killed, the wildebeest, and they'll eat it, consume it, and then they feed. Then the children eat next, and then at last you got the toothless lion. Well, the female lions will chew up the meat for the male and leave it, and kind of gross, but they regurgitate the meat so that the toothless lion can eat it. And it's really important that he does eat it because they don't want him to die. They don't want to kick him out of the pride just yet. He serves a very, very, very specific function. They will place the toothless lion at one part of the savannah, on one part of the plain that they live in, and then all the other lionesses will pick their spots a ways away, quarter mile, eighth mile, somewhere away, and then they wait for a herd to walk through them, a herd of wildebeest, or a herd of gazelle, or a herd of antelope, or a herd of impala. Wow, that's a lot of herd. And then they walk in between. Well, at a certain point, the toothless lion will see the herd and know where the females are and know where his position is. And so he stands up and he roars, he yells. That's a horrible roar. But anyway, the antelope, being afraid of the roar, will turn around and run directly into the thing that they're afraid of. And that's how they hunt. Is they will put a toothless lion out. The herd walks in between, and then it roars and it runs straight into that which it fears. So when Jesus calls Satan a toothless lion, he's saying exactly that. He's saying, guys, there's nothing to be afraid of with Satan. Once you have once you believe in Jesus, and Jesus has overcome the world, and he's overcome the underworld also. So there's basically nothing to be afraid of, because Satan can't hurt you. He flings. I think there's a passage. I should have looked this up too. A passage where he slings arrows, but they can't make it over the defenses of Jesus. He's your force field and your protection against anything evil. And so when you face evil, just basically stand up with the word, stand up with the word, understand the word, and that's why it's so important. You hear me over and over again when we talk about passages in the Bible. And I try to get you guys to read the whole passage, and try to memorize certain things in the Bible, because that's just going to make you stronger against any type of toothless attack. My partner, and I've told you about her many times, she was in a situation for a number of years with another partner. And so they were having challenges with finances. And so when I first met her, she would never answer the door. Somebody knock on the door, she'd run to the kitchen. I'm like, you have somebody at your door? Yeah, don't get it. Why not? Well, it's probably a bill collector. Well, let's get it and pay the bill. I'd open the door and it's like Girl Scouts selling cookies or something. I mean, never one time was it anything to be afraid of. It's like open, but she spent her life in fear of knocks on the door from complete strangers or from neighbors trying to, be neighborly. I mean, there was, what was the other one that she did? It was surprises. When I met her, and I love giving surprises. I love giving gifts. I love giving surprises. So I would say, hey, I got a surprise for you. I don't want to do it. Why not? Well, I don't like surprises. Why don't you like surprises? Well, because they're always bad. What do you mean they're always bad? And it's like, no, trust me, in my, for years now, every time I got a surprise, it was not anything I wanted. It was just horrible. Well, after being with me for about 5 years, she's like, I got a surprise. Oh, great. What? I can't wait to find out what it is. And to see her become so enjoying the surprise, enjoying the knock on. There's a knock on the door, and she'll just, "Hi, who is it?" She even said, "This is true." She set up an alarm. Now, I bought her some jewelry, and it went disappeared. It missed. So she's not sure who took the jewelry. So she put an alarm system in the house. And the coolest thing about the alarm system, it dings her all the time to tell her who's coming up the driveway. And so, it used to be somebody was coming up and she would hide in the driveway or she'd hide in the kitchen because she didn't want to know who it is. And she looks on fun. Oh my gosh, look who it is. And she runs to the door and opens it. And, hey, what's going on? And it's the funniest thing to see the change in this person once she realizes to fear not, to get over the fear. It's not going to be something bad. It's going to be something great. I'll give you another example, and this person will probably get mad when they watch this episode, but I'm going to tell it anyway. They got a call. Oh, no, they had a sheriff knock on the front door with a package for her. Dun, dun, dun. And so she's like, "What's this?" Well, it turned out that she was being sued by a finance company from that previous relationship, like from 12 years ago. Well, there's a statute of limitations of 7 years. And so she's like, "What? I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do." I said, "Call them." "What?" "Call them. You're not going to reach that attorney. You're going to reach their paralegal or their assistant and just call them and just ask them a couple of simple questions. Say, is this what it's about? And if they say yes, then you say, do they know about the statute of limitations?" And listen to that response. And then say, well, if I show up in court with my attorney and, of course, win, then you're going to have to pay the court costs and my attorney's fees. And my attorney's fees, just let you know, are about $3,700, which was been 3 times the amount of the original bill, which she didn't take out in the first place. It wasn't even hers. But anyway, she was, because of the situation she was in, she was named on the paperwork. So she called and said exactly what it was. And that poor little paralegal girl, she's like, "Oh, would you like us to give you the information?" She's like, "No, I have all the information." "Does the attorney know about the statute of limitations?" And paralegal was like, well, I'm sure he does. "Great, because here's what I need you to tell him. Tell him that I will show up in court with my attorney and it will be 3 times the cost. And if he wants to negotiate this, give me a call back. And I need to talk to him personally. I'll be available next week on Tuesday from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock. I mean, we were precise, man. Come to find out, 1:30, we get this phone call, and it's the attorney. And he's like, "Oh, you know what? This is so old. I don't think we have to worry about this at all. It's nothing to. I don't even know why this turned up on a court. I don't even know." No, remember, they paid for processing. They paid for the court fee. They paid to send the sheriff out. They did. They paid for. No, it's fine. Don't even worry about it. We won't even show it. Just to be sure, because it's good to have fear. We went to the courthouse the day we were supposed to be there, and her name was on the docket, so we just went down and we left. But needless to say, it's just really funny that once you get empowered and you realize I don't have anything to fear. Life happens for us, not to us. If you take control, you can win this game of life. And so that's what I wanted to share with you today. I'm at the 20-minute mark, and it's probably time to start playing music. I'm just going to play a couple songs today. I'm not going to do a whole lot. But so drop me a comment in the comment box if you have anything you want us to pray for, any fears that you're facing right now. And I want you to realize one thing, and you got to take this one to heart. If you want life to change, do nothing, because life will change. I'm not going to say it's going to change better or change worse, but life always changes. So just hold on to the fact that your life will change, and enjoy what's about to happen, because it will change. Anyway, so let's see. What's the first song I'm going to play? This is going to be a gentle night, a gentle day. So this one's Holy, Holy, Holy. like having a little picture of me, and I was on the song page, figuring out what I was going to play each time. So next one is. I know that note. One more time. One more time. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in tonight to the Underground Gospel Show. And remember, do not fear if you have any fears at all. Just please just jot them down and send it out to us and let us pray for you. We have the whole community to pray. Make sure that you join the Discord page. It's $2.99 a month, not $2.99 a week or a day or twice a day. It's just once a month. And if you want to support us, I have new songs being posted all the time. And so about every 2 weeks, there's a new song going up on the website. And so we're heading towards that 1,000 mark, guys. We're going to have 1,000 tunes real soon, and we're looking forward to that. So God bless you. Have a wonderful week. We will see you next week, and it's time to hopefully roll some credits here. So God bless you. We'll see you next week at the Underground Gospel Show.